Hey gamers, GamingWithMelkor here, bringing you another Clash Royale deck spotlight video. This deck, guys, is going to be a Sparky deck. That's right, guys, this deck is going to be concentrating all around the Sparky card. One of the legendary cards that's relatively fun to say the least. So guys, let's kick it off and have a look at the deck that we're going to be using. Just quick, guys, if you're new to the channel and want to regularly watch some of the best decks and content in Clash Royale, then hit the subscribe button right now. And if you've not already done so, guys, see that bell icon, click that as well to be one of the first to be notified every time I upload a new video. So guys, we're kicking it off and we are looking at the Sparky deck. So the deck that I'm currently using comprises of the Goblin Gang, the Fire Spirits, the Fireball, the Minion Horde, the card itself, the Sparky. We have the Skeleton Army, we have the Giant, and we have the Tornado, a card you've probably never seen me use up to this point. So guys, just before we go on a bit further, I just want to tell you a new series that I'm going to be starting this very Sunday, and it is a subscriber series. That's right, guys, this is a series for you. It is called Subscriber Sunday Deck, or Sunday Subscriber Deck. I haven't decided which way round yet. What I want you to do is, in this video, go down to the comment section and post a deck that you want me to play on Sunday. The deck that I enjoy the most and looks the best and has the most likes and comments on will be the deck that I will utilize in that Sunday video for a round of live attacks. So this deck can be anything at all as long as I've got those cards. Remember, guys, there's a couple of cards that I don't currently have, which is the Miner, the Bandit, and the Electro Wizard. But any deck without those cards I will play this Sunday. Get your decks below in that comment section. So guys, let's have a look at the deck that we've been utilizing and how it's been completing. We have victory, 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 and a victory. So let's kick it off with this first one and see how this deck was performing. So this is a Giant deck surrounded by the Sparky. Now we have the Whirlwind card there just to try and pull all those troops together for the Sparky to take out in one hit. Now it was working to a certain degree. I need more practice with it though, as it's a card I've not fully utilized before. So we have the Fireball here, which we're going to use to take out those two lovely little ladies there. Don't worry, our troops will clear them out. So we drop down our Sparky with the Skeleton Horde, while our tower takes off those other two musketeers. So the Sparky is going in, but unfortunately a very well placed zap spell there, and a Skeleton Horde there will stop that Sparky in its track. But don't worry, guys, this battle is far from over. All we've got to do is get a good push with that Sparky and that Giant on these towers, and we will be in a very strong position. So we're letting our elixir reset while we wait to see what our opponent is going to do. And he drops down his archers in the back. So I drop down my Giant, and our opponent has his cards, and he wastes so much elixir, but he drops down the Pecker, going down the opposite lane to ours. So how we're going to take that out, I'll tell you how we're going to take that out. We are going to ignore it at this moment in time, and we're going to continue our push down this left hand side with the Giant Sparky push. Now, when our opponent decides to try and counter that, we are now going to Fireball those lovely ladies, and we're going to drop down the Skeleton Horde as well. Obviously, we utilise that Whirlwind spell there to pull that back, and the Skeleton Army goes down to take out Mini Pecker as the Giant Sparky takes down that first tower with great ease. We're obviously able to distract that Mini Pecker the entire time, so we're not able to get a hit off on our tower. Thank God for that. So guys, we are just waiting for our elixir to reset. A very good push down the left hand side, while at the same time countering our opponent's push down the right hand channel, taking out those three musketeers and that Mini Pecker with ease. So we're going to push down the opposite side here. Has our opponent given up at this point? It does look like he may well have done. So our Giant Sparky goes down, but as you can see, our opponent has given up. So in goes all of our troops just to finish him off there. Ice Wizard was just a bit too scared of the Sparky Giant deck. So let's have another look at another 3-0 victory here, which took place against another P.E.K.K.A and the Hog Rider. I absolutely love saying the Hog Rider. If you don't like it, guys, sorry, I just love the Hog Rider. No, it's not a card I utilise very often. So not a very good starting hand here, guys, so let's just wait up to see what our opponent's going to do. We have those 5 spirits that we can place if we wanted to, just so we're not wasting too much elixir, and we decide to place them now. Our opponent has dropped down that P.E.K.K.A in the back. So we don't have a very good starting hand here, so we're going to put down that skeleton gang on the back here just so we are not wasting elixir. Now wait to see what our opponent is going to do and how he's going to counter this, and he does it with the knight. So we are going to obviously drop down the Sparky in the back here because we want to take out that mini P.E.K.K.A as quickly as possible, but he drops down the free spell, but our skeleton army counters that mini P.E.K.K.A just like that. We're going to drop the giant up front here as well with the skeleton army, and that, excuse me, that Sparky. As you can see, the giant is going to take out that mini P.E.K.K.A all the time. The giant is taking out that tower with those skeletons. The Sparky able then to finish it off. Obviously, we are going to continue our push down this left side. Our opponent, though, is trying to counter us every single which way. But the giant is already on that tower with the skeletons and those spear goblins. We're putting down this minion horde. And that tower is going down just like that, without a single hit on our crown tower for another solid 3-0 victory. And that's how quickly this deck can win. Now obviously we did have another 3-0 victory here, but our opponent does have slightly lower level cards than us in this challenge. But nonetheless, a 3-0 victory is a 3-0 victory, so we will show it. As against this giant Sparky deck combination is fantastic. The giant Sparky used to be an old favourite of many, and a lot of people don't like seeing the Sparky in this current meta. And to be fair, it's not the strongest card in this current meta. A lot of people see it as a weak card in this meta. But nonetheless, this deck is still performing exceptionally well. So here comes our opponent. He's trying to push down this side, and he uses the zap, but I drop down the minion horde. And obviously the Sparky is able to take out those barbarians as well. So as you can see, our opponent is playing the counter. So we're going to get our giant up front here. So the bulk of the Ice Wizard goes onto that giant. The Sparky here is going to take out that Ice Wizard. And our opponent drops down, you guessed it, he dropped down the Inferno. So our Sparky, giant and skeletons are going to take out that first tower. And we are continuing to push on to this crown tower as well. The Goblin gang is going down to protect that Sparky, but the Sparky is ploughing its shots off just like that. Another couple of hits, there we go, and another 3-0 victory. How quick does this deck work, guys? It is electric, and it is one of the most powerful decks in the game at this moment in time, especially in the challenge series. So guys, as I was saying before, if you want to be featured on Sunday subscriber deck spotlight, then post your deck below. Make sure you're subscribed as well, and I will be picking out the best deck to play in that Sunday special, which I'm going to be doing every Sunday going forward. So guys, let's take another look at the deck that we've been absolutely annihilating with. It consists of the Goblin gang, the Fire Spirits, the Fireball, the Minion Horde, the card himself, the Sparky, the Skeleton Army, the Big Man with a Plan, the Giant, and the Tornado. So guys, that's it from me. If you like what you see, comment below, let me know. If you've not subscribed, click the icon in the bottom right corner, and to watch more amazing content, click one of the 2 videos on the left, and I'll see you gamers next time. Take care.